What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Crypto Blitz, your property for your crypto fix. I'm your host, Ripple Van Winkle. Hopefully, as soon as having a fantastic day. It's Thursday, your day must nearly be over. I recognize mine as I've been in conferences all day. They don't prevent from the morning to the quit. After which I got YouTube, indicates TikTok content, streaming king of the jungle. It simply keeps on going. People who said that Internet 3. The adventure changed into going to be in smooth one. The tough work, it's all going to be well worth it come 2025. Write that down and consider that in this episode. We got loads to move over. A lot of well alert interest. Who's been following it? If you are now not following well alert, I do not know what you're doing. XRP seeing some green. I like that. We're going to speak approximately the Ethereum bull run because it seems like it is approximately to get the alerts as it's go time. Byte Federal confirms a fax breach on their Bitcoin ETMs. We're going to have a look at, oh, Hedera, what are you doing to us? You're oh so beautiful. We understand where you're going. We made the call on Hedera at 5 cents. The sky's the restrict for this horrific boy. A lot of humans are kicking themselves for not getting in. However, do not you worry about that. Have no worry because RIP is right here. Bitcoin, $100, 640. It's currently up 2.13% inside the past 24 hours. Ethereum coming in right at the back up to 3,927. It's up 5.39%. Appearance Ethereum is set to rip 4 to 6, 4 to 8 provide or take its lengthy overdue. It hasn't absolutely moved, but my predictions on Ethereum still stand very sturdy. It will drop out at wide variety 2-spot XRP and Solana will each turn at XRP is coming in at an average lean 2. 0.41 cents is displaying a bit lifestyles at the hourly. It's up 2% within the remaining 24 hours as general cryptocurrency marketplace is trying to make its climb returned up to that $4 trillion location. All eyes on general cryptocurrency market cap. Let's search for new money entering the markets. It's that simple. We get new cash prices cross higher, cash leaves the market, expenses move lower. It's a completely simple formulation here, shifting on ahead where all my Bearable Guy lovers, I've been lucked when I were given into crypto. I'll be the primary to admit it. I loved all of the riddles. I loved watching all the ones videos. I love paying attention to this. Well, Bearable Man, just after I idea, you recognize perhaps he misplaced his account. We have not heard from him in pretty a while. Well, bet what? He up to date his banner. Here's his vintage banner showing you realize the snowball impact, which to me, what that is telling us is that the ball is rolling down the hill. Obviously, when it receives to the quit, it really is while we're going to see the huge explosion, the massive rate rise. We're going to get all of the desirable information. Well, we had one flower for pretty some time. That snowball went away. We had one flower. His new updated photograph. We now have plants with simple as 2 balls ultimate. We are getting towards the final purpose right here to that one large snowball, which forms, you recognize it, is the most speed that to me is telling us that we are going to get complete steam beforehand, full push beforehand. That's when the entirety is going to return collectively. That is whilst the whole thing is going to honestly rip and dad to the upside. I like what I'm seeing, and I like that we are getting a replace from him because it kind of makes us sense appropriate and heat and tingly at the interior. Michael Department, however this out Ripple. They finished a huge concentrate to these numbers and informed me how people are nevertheless going to be the use of Tether or USDC, and they are now not going to move over to the RLUSD at the XRP ledger. 1.8 billion XRP changed into transferred with a charge of 0.0013. That is less than 1 penny to transport nearly $1 billion, showcasing the extremely low transaction fee of the XRP ledger. Now, in case you were in crypto and also you had been seeking to pass cash, would you use Ethereum? That sometimes can cost you more than 100 greenbacks because that is simply getting rid of and ingesting at your bags, particularly if you obtain to do 200 to move it to this change, 200 to move it back down the change, or are you going to use Ripple stablecoin? That's going to cost you not even 1 cent. I assume it's very clear right here, parents. Ethereum's bull run to restart quickly, the crypto analyst is predicting. This got here out the day prior to this. It's on the cryptominute.com in which you need to be getting all your crypto information statistics. Michael Van Pop pasted obtainable. He says Ethereum's board on cease 2024 nonetheless stays intact even after failing to preserve the $4.00000 age. That's proper. Here's his chart. I've been calling for an Ethereum breakout for some time. I consider I known as it at the stay display 3 weeks in the past to 3 weeks ago at this point, announcing Ethereum changed into approximately to interrupt out. We were about to peer that push to 4 to 6 to 4 to 8. Michael is confirming precisely what I said right here. It's coming. It has been stagnant for a completely long time as we pull up Ethereum on a live coin watch. 67% inside the final 90 days. Best 80% up on ER. You possibly like RIP just 80%. That is it. It's all. You make it sound like it's an awful component. Don't get me incorrect. It's a top-notch element. But while we take a look at these different belongings that have finished a 300, 400, 500% pass, and Ethereum is lacking at the back of most effective at 80%, we know something is cooking, and we recognize something is brewing on it. The US Bitcoin TM massive bite. suffers a statistics breach. Over 60,000 customer statistics, along with IDs, social safety numbers, transaction histories, they've all been exposed. The hack is exploited a vulnerability in GitLab, prompting the enterprise to reset debts and bolster its cybersecurity measures. It's loopy to me how this is nevertheless going on. I don't understand it. 60,000. First of all, congratulations to them. Kudos, hats off. 60,000 human beings, the use of your Bitcoin ATMs. That is certainly tremendous. I expect the one's numbers to double 2-3x without difficulty from right here. But to have a records breach like that, what a slap inside the face. You recognize what I imply, like that hurts, especially in case you have been one of those users and your social safety number is now available. That's no longer an awesome component. And your ID, now you've got to be searching for identification robbery, or in all likelihood human beings entering into the change, because they have your ID and they have your social. You've got to be notable cautious now, especially you realize we're in a bull run, a bull marketplace. The scammers, the thefts, the comproprietors, they may be accessible double time. They're working like 20 hours a day trying to get your very precious cryptocurrency. Ripple's massive XRP transfer highlights XRP ledger, wonderful low price advantage. Do you think this became all deliberate by means of Ripple? Let's announce our stablecoin after, which allows display on chain that we will circulate almost 2 billion worth of actual cash, and it will price below a penny. Do you suspect that is a part of their advertising stunt, advertising deploy right here? And we talked about this. We see KuCoin is beginning to talk about RLUSD. They're going to be listing it. I'm telling you proper now, Coinbase will listing the Gemini. All the exchanges are going to list it. Big Get, which is going to be certainly one of the most important exchanges inside the international. Binance, you call it, it's coming. And people are slowly going to start making the shift over whilst they are moving price range to RLUSD. The Ripple CEO, he announced the approval for the stablecoin. So let's line up the details we were given. Ripple declares the approval. XRP shoots up from $1.96 to $2.40. Some whale available, I suppose it changed into surely Ripple. Moved almost $2 billion well worth of actual cash on the blockchain for less than a cent. And now we've got all of the main exchanges coming out and pronouncing the support for RLUSD and informing humans what the stablecoin is, what it does, its backing. Seems like a quite proper advertising marketing campaign to me. I won't say it's advertising stomp, however, it's a campaign. If you do not follow Weller, you should virtually be following them. This is something to preserve your eyes on. I want to look at this. I like to speak about this lots. We've seen 1 billion USDC become moved from an unknown pockets to an unknown pockets. That is right. You by no means need to peer this cash going return to the alternate. When this cash is going again to the exchange, there is only one motive: someone's shifting cash to a trade. That is with a purpose to sell off it on you. We see over 1,800 Bitcoin. That's almost $200 million became moved from Gemini to an unknown wallet. Very bullish. We've visible 50,000 Ethereum went from Coinbase institutional to an unknown wallet. We've visible 200 million XRP transferred from an unknown wallet to unknown pockets. If I had to take a bet, this is going to be for RLUSD. That would be my bet on that. We've visible 54 million USDC became minted at USDC Treasury. So that cash is going to be entering the marketplace. It's going to manifestly be deployed into something. We see every other transaction for 380 million.